You're listening to another episode of All the Bees with me, Dr. G, and my scrub tech, Bree.
I'm Dr. Janet Chow. I'm a facial plastic surgeon here at Restore SD Plastic Surgery, and I work closely with Dr. Kat Gallus. You are listening to All the Bees, an unfiltered plastic surgery podcast with our scrub tech, Bree.
And we're going to dive right into rhinoplasty recovery. So, how long does it take to recover from rhinoplasty, and when can I realistically expect to start going out again?
So most people feel okay in public about 7 to 10 days after surgery, after the cast comes off.
Okay, so I can expect to be in a cast the first 7 days.
Yes. Yeah. You have a splint on your nose, and you have little straws in your nostrils, and
Super
sometimes
cute.
splints on the outside of your nose, and sutures on your columella. And all of that comes out on day 7, which is a glorious day for people. They're like, oh, I can breathe again. And yay.
Best day ever.
Best day ever.
I know. I think you did have one patient who was like, do I have sutures all on the outside of my nose? And you're like, no, it's just holding the splint in place.
Yeah.
So
exactly. People get
we like
a
to
little
know
confused.
these things. What is the swelling and bruising like? I've seen some crazy photos of people just like black eyes. I haven't quite seen that insane swelling yet. So
Yeah, I think that insane swelling happens with the bony work. So, people use hammer and chisel sometimes, literally, to break and reset the bones in rhinoplasty. And that's when
Just
you get that's when you get that big swelling. I think when you use a piezotome or use like a less traumatic technique, that can be minimized. So, but yeah, the bruising and puffiness is usually worse at 1 week, and then by 2 or 3 weeks it goes away.
yeah, I've seen both the hammering and the piezotome, and it is just like night and day. It's such a beautiful it's so like
Buttery,
it's so
it just melts the
satisfying.
bone.
It does. It just like make sure you're asking if they have a piezotome when you get your rhinoplasty because it will change everything.
Yeah, if you're doing bony work, it's really nice. I love it.
Yeah. If you've tried chiseling and hammering that thing, man, this one just beautiful. It's like a little saw for your nose.
Yeah.
What is the post-op pain like for a rhinoplasty?
Usually people don't say that rhinoplasty is a painful surgery. People talk about being like stuffy or swollen. I feel like the inability to breathe because you have those splints in your nose is the most uncomfortable thing. The fact that you have to mouth breathe for a week. Um, but the pain, I feel like most people manage with Tylenol or a low dose pain medication for just the first day or two. And then they quickly switch over to just over the counter meds.
Oh, wow. I'd be taking that for
First
like a
night's
week.
the hardest. First night's the hardest, and then it gets better quickly.
So do you suggest that people like sit upright?
Yeah, I think that helps a lot with the swelling. Totally. Sleep with a few pillows or in a nice recliner chair that you like. In general, for all facial procedures, I tell patients to do that.
Do we also need a responsible adult with us?
For rhinoplasty, yeah, I think anytime you have anesthesia, it's good to have a responsible adult with you the first night.
Agree. When I
Yeah.
had my surgery, Eric picked me up and dropped me off because he didn't know he had to stay with me. And I was like, I will throat punch you. My kids helped me. I was so mad.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, good for your kids, though. That's character
Yeah.
building.
I know. Help mama to the bathroom. Yeah, he was in the doghouse for quite a minute.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you suggest people avoid while recovering from a rhinoplasty?
So no strenuous exercise or heavy lifting for at least 2 weeks, and then try to avoid anything that's going to bump your nose for at least 6 weeks, preferably longer. Yeah, so like gentle walks are great. Boxing class, no. Yeah.
Can you imagine if somebody has to go to box? I mean, we've heard quite a bit of things, but boxing class after a rhinoplasty,
Yeah, that would not make me happy.
it's like hang
"What are you
gliding after a
doing?"
labiaplasty.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Don't tell me someone's done that before.
Asked.
Yeah.
Yikes. So what are the stages of seeing results? When can you expect to see your final results?
So that's the thing about rhinoplasty is it is a bit of a long-term game. The final results take about 6 to 12 months. And that's mostly for the tip and the swelling involved in the tip. The bridge settles really quickly. As soon as the cast comes off, oftentimes people see that hump taken down, and that's exciting. But the tip, especially if you have thicker skin, can just take a while to refine. So patience is key, but it is worth it.
So, what are some things that patients have told you about how they feel after getting a rhinoplasty?
Rhinoplasty can be really life changing. People have told me, like, I finally love taking photos, or, I'm feeling more confident meeting new people, or, my favorite is like, I just feel like the best version of myself. So,
Right.
yeah, I think people like that. I did have one patient, this was when I was working at a veterans hospital, who had some history of like abuse and stuff like that in her past as an adolescent. And she was an adult, and she was saying, like, her nose had been broken as a result of that abuse, and it was a little bit deformed. And so for her, it was super emotional. It was like, oh my gosh, seeing my straight nose, like every time I looked in the mirror, I
Oh,
was like reminded of that past. So
right.
that was a really heartfelt one too. But
Ugh, so rewarding.
yeah, yeah.
So, what other tips and tricks do you have that you would recommend for people healing from rhinoplasty or thinking about getting a rhinoplasty?
Well, I did learn recently about these like little reader glasses that you can set on the cast. So that's cool. You can't
Ow.
really wear like glasses for the first week. I feel like, my patients told me that there are all these Facebook groups and like forums and support groups and stuff. And I feel like I'm honestly learning some tips and tricks. My patient
Yeah.
told me about that from those groups. So, yeah, there are like having a little recovery station where you have all of your stuff that you're going to need. Maybe you have your nasal spray and all your meds pre-set up and all your shows already downloaded. Like, I think
Yeah.
just preparing for that recovery period. It's short-lived, but yeah, just getting through that.
Yeah. We love it.
If you're listening today and have questions, need info about scheduling, financing, reviews, or photos, check the show notes for links. Scrubbing in.
And scrubbing out. Snoop.
Gotta add it in.
We did it.
If you're listening today and have questions, need info about scheduling, financing, reviews, or photos, check out the show notes for links. Restore SD Plastic Surgery is located in La Jolla, California. To learn more about us, go to restoresdplasticsurgery.com or follow us on Instagram at restoresdplasticsurgery. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it and subscribe to All the Bees on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you like to listen to podcasts.